Wonderful.
Also, the soil up here, when I first moved, I was thinking, because we're in this beautiful rainforest, that I would just have this delicious organic soil. And that was part of my education up here, is we have so much clay in the ground that I actually had to start augmenting my soil and building my soil, which, I started educating myself about living soil and how do you create healthy soil, how do you rebuild soil, which is a good segue into our composters over here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so you can say a little bit more. So this has all been kind of like put together, which has been, to my amazement, in the last 2 years, you said.
Yeah,
you have kind of worked these out, and you have done quite a bit, so you have even impressed me to know. I thought you would have been working on this for more than that, long time more than that. But anyway, let me hear about the compost and how you've been able to recondition the soil to suit your crops and serve you.
Well, I think before we get to there, I think it's important to understand how it's been how I've been able to accomplish this so quickly.
Yeah.
There's inherently not really a network of green suppliers or green service providers or green businesses in general in Barbados. But what I've done is help, along with Be the Change and the Future Center, to start assimilating all these people who are thinking the same way. So these composters were actually built by a gentleman named Brian Parvicino. And it's so much easier to accomplish these things when you have good service providers, people who are providing the products. And I'm of the belief that this whole thing can change if the consumer becomes more educated and they realize the power of voting with their dollars. So you can actually purchase imported composters, but when we have this waste which is coming in, which is bringing things to the island, I think it's important to start looking at these waste items in a different fashion, which gives them a different value.
So this is all constructed here locally?
Yes, these were
assembled,
assembled
locally.
And then on top of that, George, like Damien with Quench Bar, you have all these restaurants and all these different entities down here that are creating this organic waste, and that's what they consider it, waste. So it's getting hotels, it's getting businesses, it's getting the individual homeowners to start rethinking the waste stream. What most people would consider waste is gold for my plants. So what I do is I take that waste, I decompose it, it attracts beneficial organisms, you get earthworms, you get nice living soil. I add that to my beds. What used to be garbage feeds my plants. My plants grow big and healthy, and as opposed to going to the grocery store and paying, I don't know, $50, $60 for that pumpkin, I just have to wait time. And that pumpkin inside has 500, 600, 800 seeds. So from that one pumpkin, now you're talking about, you can grow exponentially. As long as you're thinking about sustainability, as long as you're using the right systems, the right natural systems, and not just trying to put that round peg in a square hole.
Excellent. That's good. Wonderful.